What's your worst encounter with the popular kids at school? My 10-year-old daughter Emma had been desperately wanting to be friends with Madison's group all year. They were the popular girls, confident, well-dressed, always whispering together at pickup. Emma would come home in tears about being left out of their games, their birthday parties, their lunch table. So when Madison's mom Claire approached me at soccer practice with a bright smile saying, Madison would love Emma to come to her sleepover this Friday, I was thrilled. But something in Claire's tone felt rehearsed, and Madison barely looked at Emma when her mom extended the invitation. Emma was over the moon though, so I pushed down my unease. When I dropped Emma off that Friday, she was as happy as I'd ever seen her, smiling like she had won the lotto 10 times over. But then I picked her up the next morning, and she looked nothing like she should have. Her clothes were disheveled, her face red and puffy, and her eyes looked like she had just gone through something horrible. At home, she went straight to her room and wouldn't come out for dinner. That evening, she finally broke down sobbing in my arms. Through tears, she told me the girls had played a game where they took turns confessing their traumas and embarrassing secrets while Madison's teenage brother filmed them. Madison said if we didn't play, we could never be their friends. I was shocked. I told her it was okay, it wasn't her fault, I was proud of her for being brave enough to tell me, and when I put her to bed, I instantly called her friend's mom. When she answered, she asked me if Emma was also acting strange after the sleepover, and when I said yes and explained why, I could actually hear her almost getting sick. She told me she was going through her daughter's phone right now and urged me to do the same. Sure enough, she called me back 5 minutes later. She had found the videos on her daughter's phone, but that's not all. Madison had sent not only the videos to all the girls, but also sent accompanying threats to share them around school if they told their parents what happened. I felt sick. Turns out the videos weren't just confessions either. The girls had been coerced into truth or dare scenarios that became increasingly inappropriate. They were filmed when changing clothes, made to provocatively eat food, the works, all while Madison's brother watched. It was disgusting. I wasted no time in getting the authorities involved. Emma had to be interviewed by a detective that same week. She had to surrender her phone, show the threatening messages, and explain the videos frame by frame. Other parents were going through the same process with their daughters. We had to file formal complaints, document everything, essentially forcing our already traumatized children to participate in adult legal proceedings they didn't understand. Emma kept asking, am I in trouble? Did I do something wrong? The very system meant to protect her was re-traumatizing her. The investigation ultimately revealed that Madison and her family had been planning this for months. They'd created a list of target girls, specifically choosing girls who were shy, desperate for acceptance, or from families they perceived as different. Emma was on the list because we were a single-parent household, and she was too eager to please. The popular girls in Madison's real friend group were never invited. The school called an emergency parent meeting when the investigation concluded. The principal announced that Claire Henderson, PTA president, volunteer coordinator, the mom everyone admired for her perfect family, had orchestrated the entire operation. She'd been collecting compromising videos of vulnerable children with help from her teenage son. Some videos were being shared in private social media groups, others were being sold, others were just missing and untraceable. The parent meeting instantly erupted into chaos. Husbands and wives started literally screaming at each other and throwing around words like divorce and blaming each other for not protecting their children. The PTA dissolved basically on the spot. In the following weeks, teachers reported that children became scared to talk to each other, afraid their conversations would be somehow recorded. Parents pulled kids out of school, friendships ended, families moved away, and as a result, Emma doesn't trust easily anymore. She questions every friendship invitation, analyzes every social interaction for hidden motives. Her innocence about adults is gone. She now knows that people who seem kind and helpful can have cruel intentions. She's in therapy, but still has nightmares and anxiety attacks.